So Micah Lockwood, who is best known for her very male-looking appearance in WWE, I mean, that's just what it is, and you can see it here. CM Punk recently had an interaction with her on an NXT house show. Non-televised event. That's what people will say in defense of this nonsense. And let's just take a look at the clip, and I'll give you my response to it. So he's flexing, she's flexing. There's no audio on this clip. I'm not sure why I've put it up, but nonetheless, he picks up, or she picks up, I say she very loosely, picks up Punk. Here we go. He looks very shocked. She power bombs him. And he then gets pinned. Okay. So we'll end it there. A very, very embarrassing clip here. And I know that the people out there that'll say, well, first of all, this is pro wrestling. Who cares? Well, I would say exactly. That's my point. If it's pro wrestling and this is not the real world, which would actually render more consequences for women than less, but in this magical world of pro wrestling where everybody's actually trying to protect one another, you would actually have a more safe environment here than obviously in the real world if a man was to retaliate against a woman who struck him. But in this case, where everything's controlled and everyone's trying to protect each other, the exact opposite is true for TKO and WWE. And this is not just the TKO version or TKO branded WWE that has had this philosophy. This is under the Vince McMahon regime, and so it's nothing new. But the women, as you know, are allowed to do anything to the men. Kick, punch, hit in the nuts, hit with a chair, power bomb, of course, which is just ridiculous, to your WWE champion. You know, the guy that represents your company, the guy that's holding the most valuable championship is being bested by a woman. Again, the word woman's doing a lot of legwork here. It just is what it is. She's extremely masculine looking. She's like the Temu version of China. If you were to purchase China, if you were able to purchase China on a website back in the 90s, this would be the knockoff version of China. And I understand why people would say, well, it's pro wrestling on top of the fact that it's a house show. Who cares? Okay, well, except for the fact that also this is not 1999 anymore. You can bring your phone with you and everyone in the audience has a high definition camera in their pockets. So while it's not officially categorized as a televised event, it, for all intents and purposes, might as well be, because everybody posts stuff online from all the house shows, things like this especially. So while the women in WWE enjoy this kind of magical protective shield because they're simply a woman, this does not represent the real world in any way, because women are, especially today, are fighting for equality. Equality for what? I don't know, because everybody's protected equally under the law. But they want equality. They want inclusiveness. They want to be treated as equals, except for when it actually does not benefit them. Then they're allowed to kind of cherry pick the things that they want to be equal with. And when it comes to pro wrestling, well, we can't touch them because they're a woman. Yet at the same time, they probably couldn't even define. Many of these women who are feminists and believe in the LGBTQ garbage would probably say, well, what do you mean what's a woman? A woman is whoever they say. If they say they're one, they just are one. Of course, that's a circular definition and total nonsense. It just comes back to culture being reflected here in the art of pro wrestling. And it's just total nonsense, total garbage. The men should be able to retaliate just as they would in real life. And in this magical protected world of pro wrestling, they're not allowed to. So I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of response on this. It is what it is, but it's total garbage. It's bullshit. And to turn a phrase, do I dare say this is retarded?